Hello and welcome to another episode of It Ain't Giving featuring your beautiful, gorgeous, fabulous hosts, Noella Fierce and
Shawana Florence, yes.
absolutely. Let's jump right into it. So what's not getting giving for me is the fact that I can't see my sister while we're recording right now. She is in fact just a green screen. Like I look over to my monitor and I cannot see her. So that's what's not giving for me. It's very unfortunate.
hmm Um, what's not given for me is the same thing that it gon' be is just this administration, they ass,
Shout.
and yeah. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
let's move into our first topic.
Yes. So our first topic for this week, we're gonna be going over the Oscars briefly. Not the whole thing, because
Right, right,
just
right,
what we
right.
care about, which
Yeah.
Wicked. So Oscars 2025, Wicked took home the Oscar for Best Production Design, which completely deserved. Best Costuming, also completely deserved. The costumes in that movie, oh, so good. And unfortunately, it was snubbed in the Best Picture category, Best Actress category, and Best Supporting Actress category, unfortunately. Um, the Best Actress went to Mikey something, I forgot her last name, for her performance in Honora. And then Best Supporting Actress went to that Amelia Perez movie, Zoe Saldana. She got Best Supporting Actress, which, child, don't even get me started on that shitty ass movie. Do not even get me started on that terrible, terrible fucking film. An insult to cinema. Jesus Christ, that movie is terrible. Oh, vaginoplasty. Like, oh,
I didn't even see
that
it.
one over Wicked. Crazy work.
I didn't even see it, honestly.
Like, child,
I won't be missing it too, either. So,
I won't be giving it a view. But yes, the
yeah.
Oscars opened up with a gorgeous medley, a beautiful medley by two people that can actually sing in the musical that got released last year, Wicked. And it was Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande.
Period.
Ariana came out and performed Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Then we transitioned to Cynthia Erivo singing Home from The Wiz. And then they
Mm.
came together and sang a duet of the climax of Defying Gravity. And it was absolutely stunning. And
Beautiful.
the only issue I had with the performance was the sound quality on the televised performance. But if you watch like the fan cam versions, it sounded so much better than the
Right.
televised version because it
So
sounded like
crunchy.
too processed almost on the television version. Like still good, like still amazing,
Like it
but
isolated the hell out of her voice in like a horrible,
yeah,
like
mm-hmm,
a horrible, horrible way.
yeah, and also on the televised, it sound like the band was too loud almost. It seemed, but yeah, I loved that. Um, but yeah,
Honora was sweeping,
oh my
and
god,
but I
Honora
never heard of it
swept.
until literally the Oscars happened. I'm like, what the fuck is Honora? What is it about, and why is it winning all
Uh,
these awards?
I didn't hear about none of that either. Oh, and then another notable thing is that Adrian Brody like held up the Oscars like a 5 minute speech or something. And then,
Ain't it supposed to be like 30 seconds to a minute?
well, yes. And then once they started playing the music, he was like, y'all are gonna give me this moment or whatever. It's like, girl, boo. Um, but yeah, that was the Oscars
A mess.
2025. An
A
absolute
mess.
mess. Besides that performance, because even if we get into the later performances, which was by Lisa, Doja Cat, and Ray,
Mm.
Ray was the only one that actually gave an acceptable performance, I fear,
Doja Cat
because
was horrible.
Doja Cat was off key, sounded a damn mess. No shade, but shade. And Lisa got up on that Oscar stage in front of millions of people and did not sing a single lyric into that microphone. It was completely lip synced. Um, Very easy to tell as well. And she got dragged through hell for doing
Ooh.
so, as she should, because why are you lip syncing on the Oscar stage, Diva? Why are you even here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, lip sync on your little concerts, on your tours, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But you're on the Oscar stage. Like, sing live. Turn the microphone on. Let's see what she sounds live.
Yeah, and then Doja, like, apart from her singing being atrocious, girl, I don't know what the fuck she's trying to do with her hair. It's fried, dyed, and laid to the side, and it was gelled up, and I was like, and it was like middle parted and swooped
Oh
back. I'm like, I
Lord.
don't know what the fuck I'm looking at right now, but Doja looked a mess. Her hair is atrocious.
I
She
loved her
it's not worth it.
dress. Her dress looked
The dress
fabulous.
ate down.
The
The
dress looks
makeup,
fabulous.
horrible. Not the makeup. The hair.
The
The
hair.
hair was
I thought
horrible.
the makeup
Yeah.
was fine.
The makeup was fine. Her
Hmm.
eyebrows are a little bit too evil eyebrow and super
Oh,
thin. They are. Are they
oh.
not?
I can't remember what her eyebrows looked
She
like.
got she got feline eyebrows. Like she just got like slits
Hmm.
that are long, but like it's the hair. She need to do something with it. I don't know who she had on her team doing the hair. They tried their best, but honestly, she should have covered the shit up or just let it be naturally curly. The whole middle part slicked back on bleached hair that is black folks' hair. So it just looked like her hair was melted. Truthfully, it looked like her hair had melted.
Gag.
Yeah,
Gag, 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 gag.
a
I need the
mess.
girls to start putting the bleach down.
Yeah.
Put the bleach down, Diva. Put it down.
Like her hair
Just
is
go for a
literally
temporary
bleached
color.
off. Nuts. Like
Unless you got locks, child.
something protective and
Right.
you can easily hit your new growth because like when you have curly hair and you're trying to like part through to get like
Mm-hmm.
get the girl, that's just hard to do. I've never done it on a curly person's head. It needs to be a certain type of curl. But black folks curls is not the type that you want to go through in unless it's really long, you can stretch the hair out. Other than that, no.
Mm-hmm.
No.
But yeah, that was the Oscars. You want to read the next one, the next
So
topic?
the next topic is Trump and Vance versus Zelensky. Trump and Vance basically had the president of Ukraine in the Oval Office just there to really like berate him. And the man had already thanked America and Trump specifically for aid, and the entire time he just got like yelled at and berated by Vance and Trump and like how basically told that he was like ungrateful even though he had said thank you. So I'm just like
Yeah.
I don't know what he expected like them to like him to do, like get on his knees and like lick their toes or something. I don't know.
Mm. And then
And
someone in the press who was like a conservative mega shill who just like sucks Trump's
oh, that's
dick all the
Marjorie Taylor
time.
Greene's man. That's Marjorie Taylor Greene's
Yeah,
man.
he was like, "Why are you not in a suit? Is there a reason why you come to the Oval Office and aren't in a suit?" And then Zelensky gagged when he said, "Maybe when I'm not in war, I'll feel the need to wear more formal clothing." Oh, or he said
Shit, he
something
said I
along
might
those
wear a
lines.
costume like yours.
Yeah. Oh, he ate. He chewed. He chewed.
Said I might wear a
Girl,
costume, something like yours. I was like,
they was all trying to
oh.
gag him, but he held his own. But he held his
It's the
own. Baby.
fact that
The only thing,
he is
girl, the
he
only
has to
thing
cut
that
back.
Trump kept saying was like, you don't have the cards. You don't have the cards. You're
Right.
playing with fire." Like, girl,
Yeah.
boo, girl,
And it's like
boo.
this man has to cut back on spending and like redistribute like whatever like super extravagant things that he used to like indulge in, he don't have the time to indulge in those things anymore. So to expect a man that is been in a war for several years to like show up in like his best suit to come say hi to the
Mm-hmm.
president is just extremely unrealistic because his resources are going to other things. And on top of that, the motherfuckers had nothing to say about Elon Musk and his like little throw-on blazer with a
Right.
graphic tee and a baseball cap. They had nothing to say about that.
Mind you, he's not the president, but he's the first one to speak in that one meeting they did in the Oval Office. Like,
Mm,
girl. And he's
girl.
standing over above, towering over everybody, acting like he's all superior. Girl, we
And
know who's actually running this country.
he brings his kid to all of this, like, but Trump
Mm-hmm.
doesn't or can't,
Mm-hmm.
because like the only person that should be bringing their child to work is the owner of the company. No shit.
Oh,
The owner of the company is the only one that should be bringing their kids to work. So
Well,
That's just what I've seen across multiple jobs. The only time I saw a kid there that wasn't supposed to be there was because the owner brought their child.
I've
I'm
seen it
like, yeah,
where they have like a daycare for the
that's
lower level
different.
employees.
That's different. But like,
Right, but like kid like walking around everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta be part of the family member of the people that own it. But back to Zelensky and versus Trump and everything.
just a mess.
Um, they basically Trump and Vance basically wanted to like both sides doing evil type gig, and Zelensky wasn't having any of it, and he was like stating facts on how Putin like
Broke ceasefire.
broke ceasefire multiple times, did all this, and Trump was like, both sides, blah blah blah. Same thing he was trying to do with the whole Gaza shit. And it's
You
like
cannot play
Zelensky
both
obviously like
sides.
defended his country and his people and like told the facts, and Trump didn't like that
Hmm.
because, and then he started going off.
As soon as he negatively brought up Russia and how they broke
Hmm.
ceasefire, he was just like,
That's when they started
he
going
was
off.
irate at that point. Like he just started yelling, and it was at that moment where he was just like he just the lights went off and he was just upset, and I'm just like, he really do love Putin. Like he really must like
Girl, he is in
they
bed
they
with that
talk
man.
they talk sweet sorrows to each other at night. Like I was
Gotta be.
very I was
Gotta
like,
be.
what the
Oh, and
fuck?
then he tried to say, he was like talking about Putin. He's like, yeah, he had to go through the fake news thing with the 2016. He didn't rig that election, blah, 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 blah. He had to go through such turmoil. I'm like, girl, what are we doing here? Why aren't we sucking Putin off from the Oval Office? Like, what are we doing?
Mm,
Meanwhile, you have President Zelensky here in order to try to give him funding. What is
very
going?
much. And these
Ugh,
Republicans want to talk about how they hate communism and da 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 da. But like, I've seen multiple people all of a sudden they love Russia because Trump loves Russia, and I'm like, that is
right.
a communist state. I'm like, do y'all know what the fuck? Like, th child. Anyways, like that just doesn't even make sense. Like, they want to say they hate communism and this and that, but then oh, we love Russia because Trump loves Russia now, and now
Mm-hmm.
we're trying to make them our allies while we turn our backs to all of Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Hmm. And
But
world
yeah.
leaders no longer want to share information with America
Oh
anymore and
yeah.
shit. Like,
Like
girl.
basically all the world leaders are like backing Zelensky because after this whole debacle, Trump like kicked them out and didn't even and kicked them out before they could even like have dinner the same night. And then he stopped the whole funding thing that they were gonna sign, the whole deal they were gonna sign. And then after that, all the world leaders had like a meeting and like were defending Zelensky and Ukraine and all that. So it's getting really, dare I say, scary. Um,
Like, if a world war happens, our allies is about to be Russia. Like,
and that is terrifying to think about because, oh,
it's a dictatorship. Like,
yeah,
why would
why
we
are
literally
we
be
holding hands
in
with them?
cahoots with a dictatorship communist country? That is just beyond me. And
Mm-hmm.
somehow Republicans have convinced themselves that it's a good thing. But
They gonna always do that, child.
yeah, yeah.
Ugh. Next topic
So,
isn't even worth talking
yes.
about. I mean,
I mean, just real quick, because I was like
it
so
was it
surprised that it
was
happened. So I was like, wait, what the
it
fuck?
was real random. So last week,
So random.
Hasan Paker got banned off of Twitch, which is I, I don't even know how it happened. Actually, I think it was like something he said that was taken out of context, of course, and then he was
Right.
unbanned the next day, and then he made a video on YouTube, and but yeah, so Hasan got banned. He came back the next day, blah blah blah. But yeah, next topic. Unless you have anything to say. Hello. Oh, I can't hear you. Did you mute? Gag. I can no longer hear my sister. Hello? Hello?
Um,
Girl, this thing just ended our recording.
It still says you're here.
It
Oh,
said
you
it
left.
ended our recording and it started a new one.
It didn't do that on my end.
Oh, child.
So you just left for no reason. We're still
I didn't leave.
recording
I've been
technically.
here. I didn't leave. It literally
Oh,
said,
so we're still here?
I
Girl, what
never
is going
left. I've been
on?
here the whole time. It just said the recording stopped.
That's so weird because it didn't say none of that on my end.
Does it still have the normal timer for you on your thing? On
Yeah,
your
it
side?
says we've been recording for 15 minutes.
Okay, then.
15 minutes and 36 seconds.
Well, my audio changed. To disconnect my headset because the shit wasn't working. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now you sound back in higher quality.
Sorry, y'all, because not this shit not working. It said
Yeah, this
stopped
is
the recording. I
real
was like,
doo-doo,
hold
but
up. They updated
we're just trying to get through it.
whatchamacallit. They updated the app that we use, and so she
Hmm.
can't see me. And then on my end, the audio just cut out, and then it said that it stopped recording and that it started a new recording. So like maybe on my end, because my timer says 30 seconds, but yours still has the
Original.
yeah, like it has all the works and whatnot. So, oh Lord, this is gonna be an interesting episode. Hopefully, next episode won't be like this because Riverside will have worked out its kinks and bugs probably within the week. Cause child, anytime they
We'll
update this
see.
shit, anytime they update it, it capitulates. And
Hmm.
but yes, Hasan
Oh.
got banned and it was random as fuck. And I
Hmm.
remember I messaged Noella. I was like, wait, I can't find Hasan. She was like, he
And then I
on
said, "Oh,
there.
it's Hasanabi. You can't find
Yeah, I
him."
was like,
She's like,
mm-mm.
"No."
And then that same night, he posted on
Probably like an
YouTube.
hour prior. That's when he got banned, which is why
Posted.
she couldn't find him.
Yep, the whole profile was unsearchable, and then he posted a YouTube video about if you're seeing this, that I got banned. I was like, oh Lord, here we come. But he very much said
Hmm.
something that was out of context, 100%. Like he was just like saying what like conservatives say, but like in a sarcastic manner, and like it
Hmm.
kind of was like him inciting a little violence, but like he was obviously joking. But like you can't
Right.
joke with stuff like that. So yeah, let's talk about Dochi now.
Yes, Dochi. So
Yes.
Dochi um, was on Hot Ones the other day, or a video of Dochi on released. She was on Hot Ones. It was like one of their side shows. It wasn't like the main show that they do. It was her
Hmm.
and her DJ, and they were like going head to head, like asking each other like difficult questions to
Yeah.
answer, and if they don't answer it, they have to eat a hot wing. Um, so Dochi was asked this one question, or she asked the her DJ this one question. It's like, "What's my biggest red flag?" And then the DJ had to guess what her biggest red flag was, and she guessed wrong. And then she said, "My biggest red flag for dating is if you're a straight man." And this, in turn, somebody posted this clip on Twitter because nobody's calling it X, and we're never going to call it X. It will always be Twitter. Anyway, someone posted that clip on Twitter, and this had the straights in a tizzy, bitch, straight men more specifically. They were saying all these things like, "Oh, but you da da da, you dated a straight man back in da 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 da." Mind you, we don't know if that man was straight.
Ooh.
And also, she not dating him no more. They clearly broke up. So
Ooh.
tastes can change because niggas I used to find attractive back when I was younger, at 18, 17, I would never spit in their direction today. So y'all
Mm.
act like people can't grow and change and find different people attractive. Also, Dochi is a queer woman. She is a bisexual woman. So it makes sense that she would want someone of similar life experience, someone
Right.
that's, that has a queer identity as well, like a bisexual,
Not a
pansexual
super
man,
straggy
if she were
straight
going to
dude.
date. Yeah, because y'all would have similar life experiences. You could take that man to, a gay club and they wouldn't act all fucking strange and be like, oh, there's people hitting
Right.
on me. Like, they would
Oh well,
act like a
take a
normal
drink,
fucking human
bitch.
being.
Like what the
Like,
fuck?
but yeah, that was that. And like these posts got like hundreds of thousands of likes. I was like, oh Jesus, this app is
Ridiculous.
a
Because
shitstorm.
Twitter's turned into a goddamn cesspool of Nazis and triggered fucking cis straight men that fucking feel like they're
Yup.
oppressed. And I'm just like, girl, bye.
The tweets that they push the most now are like hard right, like conservative
Yep.
bullshit, alt right
Yep.
nonsense. Every single ad you see on that platform is a goddamn mega like flop book that nobody's going to buy, like a digital fucking why Trump won, Trump saves
Mm,
America, like all these
mm.
fucking bullshit, probably written by AI. Like
Oh,
that's all their ads are. It's just a bunch of Trump bullshit that obviously I've never been interested in. I've never liked a fucking right leaning post, but all of a
right.
sudden all these fucking ads pop up endorsing Trump and trying to push Trump towards every like girl,
They
that
never
app is a
get real
fucking mess.
advertisers over there.
That app is
Real
a fuck
advertisers
ass
have literally
mess.
left Twitter. Like Elon was talking about how he lost so much like money from just like brands not wanting to put their like advertisements on that goddamn racist ass Nazi fucking
Because
app.
why would they? Like what?
And I remember he tried to like try to do something to like I guess like I forgot what it was, but it was basically like a way to like penalize people for not using his app to advertise. It's like you can't force people to use your app to sell their product. Like make the app better. Maybe
Right.
they'll come back and wanna give you money for ads. I don't know, but instead it was like, oh
Mm-hmm.
well, this is like some he was trying to like label it in some form of like discrimination, like lawsuit, like they just don't want to bring their money over there. And it's like, girl, you did this to
Mm-hmm.
yourself. So let's talk about. I'm done talking about that fucking autistic
Right.
man. Um, let's talk about our love life. Our trials and tribulations as T words. We have two
You go
sets of
first.
different. We have two sets of different experiences. I live in a red state. I live in Florida. Noella lives in a blue state. I'm not gonna say what state she lives in, but she's probably already said it at least once on this damn podcast. But she live in a blue
Yeah,
state.
you have to go and find it. I'm not gonna make it easy. Go through and watch every single 30 of our episodes. Run them views up if you want to find out where I'm from.
But yes, I live in a red state, so I have to deal with a lot of conservative men. Um, a lot of the men that happen to go on Grinder are also conservative in general. That's the whole reason why there was that Republican National Convention, and then Grinder fucking literally broke because there were so many
It crashed.
down low men fucking literally trying to find somebody on that app that's traveling for the fucking convention. I'm just like, that was very jarring to see, but it put everything into perspective. Because Democratic National Convention, the, the app didn't break, but them Republicans they
Oh,
broke that app. No shade. The app stopped
okay.
working. So I live in a red state. There's a lot of conservatives near me. So that means a lot of men that voted for Trump, but they love to lay in bed with not only trans individuals, but just gay boys in general, and actively like
Mm-hmm.
to vote against their existence. And I had a man talk about you can be objective. And I was like, me, I have to be objective when you voted for that man that's allowing these Republicans to wreak havoc on everybody, basically, and just not listen to their constituents. And
And not
it's
just
like,
everybody, specifically me. They're literally trying to ban hormones and shit everywhere and like take away our like healthcare to where healthcare covers certain fucking um surgeries that
they don't even
trans
want it
women
to
get.
covered. They don't want it to be
Mm-hmm.
covered. They don't want us to have access to it. In what state was it? Was it Texas or Idaho? It's probably giving Idaho, but Texas has introduced some anti-trans, anti-gay legislation as well. But
Mm.
the legislation that I'm thinking of is they literally marked out the word child to persons. So they no longer want, it used to say, no longer allowing like children to have hormone replacement therapy, crossed out children's and put persons. So they don't want any person, adult or child, to have access to hormone replacement therapy, pretty much making it illegal and impossible to get it medically from like a doctor. Like you would have to like go underground and find some black market mounds. And what like this is what we've been talking about all along. They're like, oh, they're not taking away your rights. They're just da, 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 da. They just want to protect the kids, baby. No, that's just like a easy way to introduce the hate, and then as time progresses, because these motherfuckers don't care about the kids. We already know that. They want to take away
Right.
fucking like federal funding to children that are poor in counties and states that they can't afford their own food, and they'd rather have them go starve. As soon as the child is born, they don't give a fuck. They care about fetuses in the womb. They care about unborn kids, and as soon as they're on this earth, figure it out. So it was never
Right.
about the kids. It was just a nice way to package it for people to hate on, and it worked. It's working. Like they're starting to try to reel shit back, and it's like, oh well, here we go. But like the dating situation in general is just very confusing because it's like you like me, but like actively vote in a way that strips me of my access to certain things. And it's just like, but I have to be objective. I have to be the one that has to like be the bigger person and like not feel, I can't feel a certain type of way because you voted for that. And it's like, no, I should be able to feel that type of way because my vote does not affect you like that. Nobody's
Right.
taking away white men's right to anything. If
Hmm.
anything, they think that Democrats are taking their jobs because of DEI and they're unqualified for the job. Meanwhile, they're definitely qualified, if not more qualified, for the job
Mind
half the
you,
time.
white people have the most DEI hires out of any other race in the country, but
Well, yes.
that's besides the point. Military people are DEI hires, so y'all claim to love veterans so much, but
Yep.
obviously you
And
don't.
they're firing them by the masses, trying to get rid of
Hmm.
as many veterans as possible so they don't have any livelihood and they gotta go on unemployment and look crazy. And it's like it's just it a lot of it doesn't make sense, and it only I don't know, it's just it's creating there's too much, like literally the tariffs came in place and then the next day the tariffs were taken off the table. It's like every other day, like if his mood is feeling some type of way, Trump is gonna do something. And I'm just like, it's giving me whiplash. And then these men co-sign it in the state I live in, and they live for this bullshit, and they all love Trump, and they're all of a sudden Russian fanatics. So like dating for me right now is not a thing, really. Like I kind of just talk to them sexually, and then like block them when they think they got me. Like they gonna get something, cause like
Ain't
that's
with
just
you.
like that's the only way I can get back at them at this point. It's just I just like to bait and
Just to waste their
switch, like
time.
just to waste their time and make them feel like they gonna get something out of me and they ain't gonna get shit. So
For
it's my
me,
situation.
uh, the dating situation is just, I don't know, non existent almost. But like, I'm pretty much always talking to somebody. But just never goes anywhere because I have such incredibly high standards, rightfully so. I'm gorgeous and I could never date down. I need
Well,
somebody of
yes.
equal footing. Um, or if you're not going to be, you know, gorgeous and incredibly handsome, you need to be a provider. And these men don't provide
They
anymore.
don't provide shit.
These men, especially my age, they're not providers, child.
They don't
They're
provide a
not.
damn thing.
These men have gotten soft.
They have. They
Um,
want they want us to message them first.
right. Oh my God. The amount of people that I see on these dating apps, Tinder especially, and on OkCupid that are like, I don't message first. It's like, nigga, are you a queen? Like, what is going on here? I thought men were men. Like, what's going on? Talking about some
Ooh,
putting that as like the only thing in their bio. I don't message
ooh.
first,
You
and
punk
I'm not
bitch.
swiping right on you.
Punk
Get
ass.
going. Might even block you just for the audacity of that being in your bio.
For
Like,
real.
bitch, these men are not men no more.
They're
But
not.
anyway, my previous dating experience, I've been on dates here and there to the movies and whatnot. Um, it was like, whatever.
Was that
Um,
pre-transition? The dates with
that was
going to the movies?
pre-transition mostly.
Okay.
Yeah. Post-transition, I have not, or now that I've transitioned, I haven't really been on any dates. I've, you know, dibbled and dabbled in the men's,
Right.
but nothing worthwhile in terms of dating. But yeah, living in a blue state, I feel like it's easier a little bit, definitely easier, um, than living in a red state. Um, but it's just, I don't know. These men don't really be about shit.
Mm-hmm.
They be all talk. They don't want to
They
take
do.
you out. They don't want to be seen with you. They love to talk, but never love to meet up or never
Mm-hmm.
love to go on an actual date to get to know you. They
Yeah.
love to ask for pictures, but never,
Oh, they love that.
actually want to meet up. Um, but yeah, these niggas is all talk.
They
That's
is.
that. So that was all of our topics for today, and we're already at 31 minutes.
Yes. Yeah,
So
so
now
it's
we're going to go
giving
on to
super
our music
review. No game.
segment. We're not going to do a
No game.
game at the end. So this week's music review is for Lady Gaga's Mayhem album. Um,
Yes.
this album was a journey, an absolute journey, and we're just going to go through the track list. I'm going to say my rating of them,
I'll give
and
y'all a
if
rating as well.
Shell also listened to the album this morning, so she has an opinion on
Good.
the music this week.
Mm,
Excuse me. So let's start off with the first track, Disease. Wow, what an
I loved
opener.
it. I
What an
lived.
opener. I
Definitely.
loved this song. I don't know why it took me so long to listen to it because it was released as a single some months ago and
Hmm.
just never really listened to it. I don't know
Me neither.
why, but what an opener. So fun.
Literally.
Love the chorus. Love the production. Oh my goodness. Love the way she gets gritty towards the end with her vocals. Absolute perfection, honestly. 10 out of 10 for
Hmm.
me.
Yep. It's giving 10. And then Abracadabra, obviously, that beat. Girl.
Abracadabra, abracadabra. 10 out of 10.
Under your feet, the floor's on fire. Like, girl, yeah,
Easy
that's a
10 out
10
of
out of 10.
10.
That's an easy 10 out of 10.
Easy 10 out of 10.
I can tear my brain off and bop to that.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Next track we have is Garden of Eden. I'll
That one
take you to
eats.
the Garden of Eden. Love the production on
That
this.
eats.
Oh my god, the production on a lot of these songs was really, really
Yeah.
outstanding. This is another 10
Yeah.
out of 10 for me. Like these first four tracks for me,
Hmm.
I know Show's opinion on the next one isn't gonna be the same,
Yeah, I don't
but
like
these first
it.
four tracks were like a perfect run for me. And then we start to dip a little bit and then pick back up.
Yeah.
But Garden of Eden, 10 out of 10. Love the production, love the vocals. Then we get to Perfect Celebrity, which is my second or first, like, most favorite track on the album. Perfect
Hmm.
Celebrity to me is just like the perfect pop rock combination. Um, the chorus is addictive. I love the vocals. I love how she screams like the bridge out, like towards the 2 minute 30 second marks or like 3 minute mark.
Hmm.
Ugh, I'll be a perfect celebrity. Oh, I love it. Love it,
I'm
love it,
so
love it. It's
surprised
a
that
10 out of
like
10
I
for
didn't
me.
like it more because like I'm such an alternative girly. Like I love my alternative music, and I definitely felt that in the vibe of it. But then I was just like, it just I don't know what it was. It just didn't. It didn't sit right with me. I was like, I'll give it a 6.5 because I don't know. I don't really like it.
You could appreciate like the idea of the song, but it just wasn't hitting for you, really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Next
Yeah.
song we had was Vanish Into You. It was a decent track. It was nothing extraordinary, nothing to write home
Yeah.
about. For me, it was just a 7 out of 10. Very average, very basic.
Definitely 7 out of 10 is fair. It's fair.
Yeah. Next song we had was Killer.
Tella. I
I'll
didn't pay
let you go
attention to that one
first.
either. I honestly didn't really care for that one as well either.
Mm-hmm. What was your rating for that one?
I think I gave that one a 0 out of 10. That might have been my first 0 out of 10.
I didn't give it a zero. I gave it
I gave it a
a
zero.
7.5 out of 10 because it kind of reminded me of like a Prince track in a sense. Um, the production or the
I had
song
to skip
did
it.
seem to like drag on a little bit, which is why it only gets a 7.5. But like I could
I
appreciate the
was
the production and the disco 80s aspect of it
I
all.
was hoping for it to like switch up
And not
somewhere in the
disco.
song, but like it was the same all the way through when I skimmed it, and I was like, zero. That one can get a zero from me.
Oh, gagged killer.
Yeah. Now, Zombie Boy,
Next up
that's
is
a 10 out of
Zombie
10 for me.
Boy.
I'm sorry. Zombie Boy gets a 10 out of 10 for me.
I might
That,
have to bump it up to a 10. Yeah, Zombie
that
Boy is
is for
perfect,
me.
honestly.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Zombie Boy. The production on that song. Oh,
So good. Yeah, no, Zombie Boy
so good.
had
The
me hooked.
chorus. Oh my God. Love it.
And then
It
same
kind of
thing with
reminded me
like,
of. Oh, my bad.
no, you can go.
Like part of the song kind of reminded me of like Hollaback Girl, like da ba da 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 ba ba ba.
Oh,
Like when
okay. I
she's
can
like
see that.
speaking a little bit, it kind of reminded me of Hollaback Girl. Very
I can
fun
see that.
song, very energetic, get you moving. Like that's a song you play in the car and you are just bumping and grooving, child.
hmm And
9.5 or
then
10 out of 10 for me.
right, the next one is Love Drug. I also thought that one was exceptionally good.
I really
Like
love Love Drug as well.
that was very, very good. Um, I'm gonna have the same like the same things I praise the vocals and the production on the album. On the
Yep.
ones that hit, they hit.
Yeah.
Like,
The ones that hit are like very, very strong on this album.
hmm
So that one
hmm
was a 9 out of 10 for me. It didn't hit as much as my 10 out of 10, so that's why I had to give it a 9 because,
Yeah,
you
nine's
know.
fair. Nine's fair.
Now
The
this
next
next
one,
track is
this next
a
one,
track that
girl.
exists. It is called How Bad Do
Yeah.
You Want Me? And when I tell y'all this is the most Taylor Swift bullshit ass track I've ever heard in my life, girl, 0 out of 10.
Yeah, and I
0 out
agree.
of 10.
I agree.
Like, how bad do you want me?
Not bad at all.
Can we,
Not bad at all.
what are we doing? Lady Gaga, Diva, what the fuck was going on in your mind with How Bad Do You Want Me? That was, ooh,
Mm-mm.
ooh, hell no. Next
Yeah.
track, also not great. Don't Call
Yeah, don't call
Tonight,
tonight.
too
No.
slow, didn't really go anywhere. Boring, nothing to write home about. 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
not as atrociously bad as the previous one, so I give her some complimentary points. She got a 6. Um, what's the next track?
And coming off the heels of that one, um, Shadow of a Man.
Mm-hmm. This
Real good.
song, ugh.
Real good.
We keep talking about production, but it's just the
Bitch.
production
Literally,
eats
that's
on the
why
songs where the
literally
production
I was
is
like,
good.
it's
It's phenomenal. Like,
every time I like the song is because the production and the vocals ate down. Like,
mm-hmm.
it's just very
Ugh,
simple.
I love
Like,
Shadow of a Man. One of my favorites on the
yes.
album. Absolute 10 out of 10. And then we get two more duds at the end of the album.
Babies!
Girl, that production, a fucking mess.
I give it a 0 out of 10. She was nice.
I was very nice
She came off
because,
the heels of that other song, so she was nicer.
yeah,
She gave zero for me.
I gave that one a 5 out of 10 purely only because of the vocals at the end. That is it. That is all. The production was dog shit, doo doo water, but the vocals
Yeah.
chewed at the end. That's it. 5 out of 10. Next
Same thing
one
with Blade of Grass.
is Blade of
Trash.
Grass. This one was
Trash.
very slow again, but not as bad as the previous one, in my opinion. So I gave it a cute demure 6.5 out of 10 because I also liked lyrically how it led into our final song on the album.
That
um,
actually ate real
which
fucking
leads us
bad.
into Die with a Smile, which is an
Bruno,
absolute 10 out of 10. Like, oh, go
Bruno's
ahead.
fucking vocals coming through at the beginning of that. Because at first I just clicked on the song, I didn't see if it was like featuring somebody or not. I was like,
Hmm.
who the fuck's vocals is this right now gagging me? I was like, oh. I was like, oh
I
my
was like,
god.
oh, it's
And then I
Bruno.
realized it was Bruno Mars, and I was like, oh wait, because like I see why bitches had him like Bruno Mars had everybody in a
Hmm.
fucking chokehold for like 5 to 10 years. I feel like just like
His little
he
black
was
but non-black
he
self.
was
Hmm.
literally clogging the fucking the radio airwaves.
Absolutely. Don't
Like,
believe me? Just watch. Girl, it's like one of the longest running number ones in history.
hmm
Girl.
so like yeah, when I heard his voice, I was like, okay, I see why he had them in a chokehold. Because I've never been on the Bruno Mars like hype train, but like as soon as I heard him, I was like, oh my god.
He was absolutely the people's prince for some years there in the
Yeah.
2010, 2010s. Absolutely.
hmm
But yes,
hmm
that was a beautiful track, a wonderful track to end off on. So gorgeous. The harmonies when they're singing the chorus, Lady Gaga hitting that high E, Bruno supporting her with
Yup.
the main vocal. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Yup.
The production was so good. Love the guitar. Just that song is already a classic. That's a classic.
Yup.
And clearly the people agree. It's got 2 fucking billion streams on on just Spotify. I don't know how many it has on other
Gag.
platforms, but it already
Right.
has 2 billion on Spotify, and it was only released like 2 3 months ago.
Gag.
So, but overall, the Noella critic score for this album, Mayhem, I gave it a 78 out of 100, which
Yes.
I just added up all these. So I think it was a 110.5 out of 140, which equates to a 78 out of 100. If we're going off of that, this album gets about a C
Mine would have been
plus.
lower. I didn't do the math for it, but mine
Yours
probably
probably would
would
have
have
been
been
like
in
a
the D.
70.
It probably been close to the D because I gave like 2 or 3 songs 0. You were
Oh
nice and gave
yeah.
them like 5. I was like, it definitely gives. She probably would have hit the D category confidently for me for this album. Because
Gagged her.
the songs that hit, it was either a
No,
10
like
or a
the
9.
10 out of
But then the
10s
ones that
and the
were trash, it
9s.
literally just 0, just 0. Just
Yeah, the 10 out of
don't even want
10
to play
and
with
the
it.
9 songs, those got added to my playlist immediately.
Yep,
Immediately. But
yep.
yeah, that's our music segment for today. What's not giving for you,
Yes.
Diva?
Well, what is
Oh,
giving?
what is giving? Yeah, I'm all jumbled
Um,
because this episode has been crazy.
what is has been crazy? What is giving? That we about to wrap up and eat some goddamn food. That sounds real good right now. I'm probably gonna put on Wicked and eat some
Yep.
goddamn food. That's what's giving. I had a photo shoot with my agency the other day to beef up my portfolio before I go to France. So yeah, just yeah, about to eat food and be a big back. That's what's giving. What's giving for you?
Um, what's giving for me? It's a good question. I wasn't expecting that question.
Take you that long to find it? It
It
does.
does. It does. What's giving for me is being gorgeous, being black,
Yes.
being feminine. My hair is giving. My skin clarity is giving. This lip is giving. This eye is
Yep.
giving.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what's giving
Haven't
for
told a
me.
lie. Never told a lie.
We were
hmm
going to play a game, but this is a 43-minute episode
Baby,
already. So that's not
longest
happening.
longest episode ever.
I think our
Child.
longest episode is like 46 minutes.
Oh,
So we're not there yet, but this is one of our
fuck,
longest episodes we've ever done before.
fuck.
And we could have kept going.
Yeah,
um,
we had more content for y'all.
we definitely did. But
hmm
thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that post
Oh.
notification bell. Do you want to give them the question this week?
Um, I'm trying to think of something general that's not like specifically
Right.
tied to like all of this debacle stuff. General question. I don't know. What's
If we
y'all's
tied to
favorite
music,
artist?
yeah.
Yeah, who's your favorite artist? Like,
So this
either of all,
question,
should it be of all time or currently favorite artist?
of all time.
Of all time, your favorite artist of all
Hmm.
time doesn't mean they have to have current work or they don't need to be currently making music as long as they put out music and they're your favorite. Period.
I have two, and we've already talked about this ad nauseum. Not gonna get into it again. If you want to know my opinion on who my favorite artists are, go back and watch previous episodes, Diva. You'll know. But yes, thank y'all so much for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye.
Mwah.